Go watch a special called The Levees Broke that Spike Lee did. Go watch a bunch of shit to understand this is not just some, yo, Katrina happened. Nigga said, nah, nigga, my city is gone, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So your request was not uncalled for, even though you got an advance. It was a catastrophic situation that happened.
That's Cam, big brother. That's how I felt about it. I was like, say, bro, you just gave me an advance, but this situation, I just not to soften it up. But I don't think he understood the detrimental situation of Katrina at the moment. You dig? Because when I told him to help me, he basically told me to get on the road. He was like, you better get on the road. Like, get on the road. I ain't got no home to go to.
Yeah. Where am I going?
I was outside the wall, so I'm telling you, it's not easy to be where I'm at now. But
you got past the moat with the alligators.
Yes, man. And that's not easy. I've been through it all in this game, from being blackballed, talked about, said I couldn't rap, said I couldn't do this and shit like that. And I never let nothing discourage me because I know what I wanted to do and where I needed to go. Plus, I knew that there was nowhere else in this world that I could figure out how to make a dollar like this game.
Said that, you know, there's nothing that this shit could show me that I ain't seen a million times, man. And sometimes you just gotta run through it, man. Fuck what people say. Embrace failure. And 2, 3, 4 losses that I had, that shit gave me the fire to come back and learned a lot about me. You have to learn from your failures and stay consistent. That's it. When people know what to look for you because you're constantly doing it, that's when you win. And that's what I'm all about, man.
I want to rent it. And I said, okay, fine. Right? He's been saying this for since October. And he keeps trying to build it, but he won't sign the lease. He's like, I don't like these terms. I want 6 months of build out. And ridiculous bullshit. We also have a partnership agreement where half of what he's building now, his media, belongs to us. But he won't tell us how much he's making and doing all these things. So half of the content he's creating, if you want to buy that too, I'll sell you half the company. He's not a business. He's insane. To me, it's worth very little to nothing. But if it works out for you, I just throw that in as a sweetener. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is he signed a lease with me. Right now he owes, I'm going to say it in a short way, at least $80,000, if not $180,000. The monthly rent on the old lease. I'm
gonna say this, man. Beefing with 50 is good business. Numbers is up, podcast is up, engagement is up. Beefing with 50, I wish I would have known this a long time ago. We could go a couple more rounds.
No way.
100%. But he said he wanted to buy half the podcast. Now I'm saying if you want to buy half the podcast, I'm the person you need to see about that. I'm the guy you got to see about that.
I mean, do you think he was being facetious or was he?
He said he don't cap. He said he don't cap. So I should be receiving a phone call, right? Saying, yo, what's up with this podcast? Beefing with 50, beefing with Curtis, it's good business.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, we not making our podcast not going. We don't talk about people. We take things and internalize it. But at the same time, I'm not trying to walk nothing down. Like if it's smoke, it's smoke.
All right, man.
If you shooting and you saying they and these guys and you got a picture and I'm in a picture, I'm shooting back and it's with whoever. Okay. It's with whoever, whenever, however.
We know.
Whatever.
We know.
Capo. Yeah. We out here squatting.
To understand why 50 Cent's current moves hit so deep, you have to understand the trauma and the history these men are standing on. In the clip, we hear a chilling reflection on Hurricane Katrina, a moment where business and survival collided in the worst way possible. Reportedly, when the world was underwater, the industry was still demanding the road. This creates a backdrop of a cold, calculated business environment where empathy is often secondary to the bottom line. When Jim Jones speaks on being told to get on the road while having no home to return to, he's highlighting a fundamental rift in how these titans view loyalty versus labor. According to public sources, this cold-blooded approach to the music business is exactly what 50 Cent mastered to become a mogul. The tension we see today isn't just about a podcast. It's about a long-standing resentment toward a system and individuals that allegedly prioritize the advance over the person. This history is vital because it sets the stage for 50's newest offer. If you've survived the moat with the alligators, as they say, being threatened with a corporate buyout feels like a new kind of predatory animal. Cameron's presence here acts as the big brother figure, the one who saw the blackballing and the failures firsthand. He knows that in this game, if you don't own your narrative, someone like Curtis Jackson will buy it and rewrite it for you. The question is 50 Cent using his wealth to settle an old score? Or is he simply showing the ultimate hustler evolution?
This transition from survival stories to a cold financial standoff marks a pivot point where the street code meets the boardroom. According to public sources, the mention of a six-figure debt and unfulfilled lease agreements isn't just a legal claim. It's a strategic dismantling of a rival's professional reputation. When 50 Cent allegedly mentions throwing in a sweetheart deal to buy half a company he simultaneously labels as worthless, he is performing a masterclass in psychological devaluation. This isn't just about money, it's about publicly stripping an opponent of their status as an independent boss. Reportedly, the tension between the Dipset camp and the G-Unit mogul has always been fueled by this specific brand of rich man's pettiness, where the goal isn't just to win, but to own the very ground the other person stands on. Online reactions suggest that Cameron's decision to step into this fray was a calculated move to stabilize the ship. By framing the beef as good business, Cam is attempting to flip the script, suggesting that 50's aggression is actually a gift that drives engagement and numbers. It's a fascinating dynamic, watching two veterans who understand that in the digital age, conflict is a currency. However, the underlying gravity remains. When the conversation shifts to legal documents and insane business terms, the entertainment value starts to give way to real-world consequences. Comments speculate that the smoke being discussed isn't just lyrical anymore. It's about the potential for a hostile takeover of a platform that represents a second act for these artists. In this arena, the alligators aren't in the moat anymore. They're sitting across the table with a contract and a pen. This escalation forces the audience to confront a harsh reality about the modern hip-hop landscape. The transition from the booth to the podcast mic hasn't actually lowered the stakes. If anything, it has made the vulnerabilities more transparent. According to public reports, the back and forth regarding not knowing how much he's making suggests a total breakdown of trust in a partnership that was supposed to be a brotherhood. Cameron's calm demeanor acts as a shield, but it also highlights the irony of the situation, that the very people who fought for independence are now facing a reality where their independence is being appraised like a piece of distressed real estate. 50 Cent's reputation for not capping adds a layer of dread to every claim he makes, turning a casual interview into a potential legal roadmap that could change the ownership of the culture's most vocal platforms. As the dust settles on this specific exchange, the cultural fallout becomes clear. This isn't just a disagreement between personalities, it's a case study in how power is leveraged in the era of ownership. The sweetheart deal offered by 50 Cent allegedly serves as a warning to anyone else thinking of stepping into his line of sight without their paperwork in order. For Jim Jones and Maino, the challenge is no longer just about maintaining a high-retention show, but about protecting the very foundation of their brand from a man who has made a career out of turning his rivals' assets into his own. The silence that follows these explosive claims is often where the real moves happen, behind closed doors and away from the cameras. If this is how the opening rounds are being handled, the endgame promises to be a total reconfiguration of who really holds the keys to the kingdom. And don't go anywhere. Click the next video you see on your screen for even more juicy celebrity chaos, betrayals, and stories Hollywood doesn't want you to know. See you in the next one.